I created this podcast to empower every woman to live life on her own terms, unapologetically. You are amazing. You are fierce. You are the creator of your destiny. You are confidence on stilettos. You're listening to Laketta of Confidence on Stilettos at MagiBeauty.com, where we empower you to tap into the feminine power within to boldly set goals and crush them by making your dreams a reality. There are certain moments that happen in life that rocks you and hits you right in your core. It's these moments that make or break you. It's what I like to consider as teaching moments. I don't know where you are in your life's journey today, but what I do know is if you've lived a little, then you can attest to those defining moments that made you pause and take notice of parts of you that may have or may be out of alignment. It's something about these hardships that hit you so disrespectfully in the gut that it makes you breathe funny, get angry, go through the hurt, experience love and forgiveness all at the same time. Girl, I just don't know. Whew, child. Have you ever felt it? Have you ever, girl? I know you did. Now, hardships can be packaged in many ways. Some of the ways that hardships can be packaged is through loss of a loved one, loss of financial stability, relationship ships and breakups of relationships, discovery of friends that doesn't really respect you, business deals that falls through, mental exhaustion, narcissistic behaviors from anyone that's connected to you or in your life that has access to you, or an illness. Now, when hardships make themselves known, you have really only two options. And these are my only two options. Like, this is my opinion and my opinion alone. So don't be coming for me and my comments or anything because these are my opinions. So there's only really two options as it relates to hardships in my atmosphere. And the first option is just to lay there and let it happen and boss your ass around. That's the number one option. Or there's another option. Get up and fight. I don't know about you, but option two is my one and only option. I don't care if I don't know where to begin in the fight. Guess what? I'm going to make a starting point. I will make my own indentation so that I can start somewhere. Hardship comes to test your faith in your power. It's actually, if you think about it, it's actually reminding you that you have access to faith and power all day, every day. Y'all know I'm all about giving you examples to make it relatable. Now, this is something I have recently experienced that tested my friendship with someone that's near and dear to my whole entire heart. Okay. So, this is a very personal experience. I won't go too far into it, but I want to just give you, an example of how you can navigate hardships. Okay. So, there was a certain situation that my friend and I had. We have always built our friendship on the foundation of loyalty and honesty. We tell each other any and everything, even if it meant it may hurt the other one. So it's better to be hurt by the truth rather than being lied or hurt by lies. So to make a long story short, right? I felt disrespected because we had a situation where only the truth could or would, okay, allow me to make a very important decision in my life. Okay. So instead of just telling me what was what, which would have, it honestly would have been the honest thing to do, right? Um, I wasn't necessarily lied to, but the truth was delayed, which put me in the middle of a situation I could have completely avoided, basically. So I tell you this to now tell you how it made me feel and how, one, I navigated my hurt feelings, two, how I used this experience as a teaching moment to activate my faith and power, and thirdly, how I moved on and saved a very, very, this friendship is beyond all friendships, okay? So the dilemma basically left me feeling extremely hurt, disrespected, and I second guessing, my friend's loyalty and motives, and if we were truly even friends, right? So I felt like I was really going through emotions of grief because I felt like I was losing, okay, not only, the situation that happened, of the emotions that I was going through with that situation, but I felt like also that I was losing an awesome friend. So that took me through emotions of grief. So I felt emotionally exhausted. My heart felt like it was literally aching. My breathing was affected by this. Now, experiencing all of this, right? One would think I would just wallow in that hurt. But no, absolutely not. I knew the fact was I was hurt, but the reality in spirit is God wanted me closer so that I could tap into my faith with prayer, so that I could be guided by Him. So during prayer, I truly felt a shift in my spirit, which I can only articulate in a way my spirit just knew how to help me recognize my power and also how to, help me recognize my faith and how to use the hurt for good. So the hurt was placed within me as a teaching opportunity of faith, forgiveness, and activation. It said to me to stop waiting to make certain moves because that delay may be a minute too late. A lot of times, guys, honestly, we be all up in our own heads and strategizing and trying to put the pieces together and how they may, how you can lay them out and how they may fall once you start moving the pieces. And then all along while you're doing all of this strategizing and thinking and all this other stuff, and you're not really taking any action, the opportunity has gone. It's now it may be late, it may be too late. Maybe the opportunity has not necessarily um completely gone away, but it has diluted the effectiveness that had you reacted or taken action a lot sooner, the potency, if you will, uh what you were trying to do or what the opportunity entailed may now be diluted just by taking your time to get to where you need to go, basically. So I say stop wasting a lot of time on being in your own way. Because when you're in your head and you're doing all of this strategizing, you're basically you think you're doing a lot of planning and that everything is going to work out, and sometimes it does, but then a lot of times it doesn't because you're just really getting in your own way because there's a level of fear that's hidden in over analyzing and over strategizing. There is a level of fear, and trust me, I will be doing another podcast on over analyzing and all that stuff, so I'm not going to go too far into it, but basically when you take your time on something with something of importance, that you need to make a move. You need to take some sort of action. That's exactly what you need to do. Don't overanalyze and over strategize because the opportunity may be gone. Now, there's a spirit of activation that you need to tap into. There's a lot of, you know, things and emotions that we have to always work through. And it's hard sometimes to decipher what's a true emotion that you're really feeling, what's a fear emotion that you're feeling that's disguising itself, that's delaying you from activating what it is that either God or whoever you believe in needs you to activate to make a change in the world, to make a change in your atmosphere, your world, your life, your family's life. I truly believe that hardships come along and things that test us to our core come along to activate faith and power so that you can take action. It is something about a hardship, and when you're going through it, and when you're really navigating around the emotions, and that fight piece of you gets activated, that warrior inside of you gets activated. When that warrior gets activated, you feel a shift like no other. You feel like you can take on the world, that you can do anything. And that's the energy that God needs you to have. So, whatever way He has to get it to you, to get it to activate, He knows what you personally need. So He knows how to customize. If He has to customize a hurt for you, He's going to customize a hurt for you, but He's always going to always have a way for you to work through it so that you can get to the other side. So, what may look like something that you just cannot get over, it's just you don't know how you're going to move on in the next minute. Pause, some deep breathing, think clearly and concisely. Let those emotions unravel themselves and fall where they may. If these are emotions of anger, let that moment pass before you say anything or do anything. Now, I say all of that, and I hope you understand that hardships are really designed to help you understand who you are and activate a part of you that is ready and that is needed in this world. Now, my friend and I, we worked through the dilemma simply by communication and reaffirming what truly mattered to us. I had to go days, almost 2 weeks of tears, meditation, prayer, journaling to identify what God needed me to understand and how to put my ego aside and talk to my amazing friend to move on from this chapter and on to our next chapter. There are some people that you will, it'll be a no-brainer just for you to let them go. Just, okay, whatever. But there are certain people in your life that a test may come up against because you two together are powerful and the enemy doesn't want that. You got to be able to identify those people in your life. And the only way that I knew and was able to identify this person in my life is through prayer. Anybody else? I'm trying to tell y'all, I'd have just been like, bye, okay, whatever. That was that, whatever. But it was something in my spirit I could not let go. And I just kept praying about it. And I know this person and I together, it's power. It's a connection like no other. So I know it's like it's a power move. And the enemy doesn't like powerful people together. Because when powerful people get together, it's some light that's going to start covering a lot of darkness. So, y'all, I just simply wanted to come on here because, that just laid in my spirit with me going through what I was going through, that somebody else may be going through something in their life where they don't understand why these hardships keep coming up. Hardships make you level up and activate your power. Now, with that being said, if you are in need of a journal to journal these feelings out of you, I say it on every podcast. Feel free to go visit www.makibeauty.com, MAKEI beauty.com, and go to the shop and get you a journal, a Boss Girl Confidence on Stilettos journal. Carry that everywhere you go because these ideas and feelings, especially when you're going through hurts, oh my gosh, I would just be riding down the street and I would just be thinking about our situation and tears are flow, So I just say, if you don't have a journal, I have them for you. Go to makibeauty.com, www.makibeauty.com. Get your journal. There's also sweatshirts to match your journal. So if you girl, if you're cold, you got your need a sweatshirt, it's on there as well. And then if you have not done so already, go out and follow me on YouTube under Laketta Willis, Laketta. Willis is Willis. And then don't forget to follow me on the IG, baby, under confidence _ stilettos. And we're also on Facebook with confidence on stilettos as well. So until next time, Boss Beauties, I will holler at you, okay? All right now.